Listen, AI is not some cool gadget that's going to save you some time. AI is about to change real estate completely, and if you're not paying attention, you may not be needed in 2 years. Now, this is not a prediction, this is going to be a fact. So AI is already reshaping and disrupting industries faster than anyone expected. And the speed of it is only going to get bigger and bigger. So for you as a real estate agent, imagine you're standing on a shore and you see a wave approaching. Now it looks like a small wave, not a big problem. You've seen already waves like that before. So it kind of looks manageable, and you keep doing what you've always done, thinking that you can just handle it. It's not a big problem. But what you don't realize is that the wave is just the beginning of a tsunami. So while you're calmly going about your business, doing the same things you've already done, and few others have spotted the real danger. So they're preparing, they're building stronger boats, they're getting ready for the wave, not to be swallowed by the wave. So AI is that tsunami for real estate. It's not just a little wave, it is a massive force that will completely change everything. So if you're not paying attention, you're just standing on the shore, you're unaware that the industry is about to be reshaped entirely. The agents who see this coming, who are already using AI to streamline tasks, gain insights, they're able to do this in minutes instead of weeks. These are the agents that are building the stronger boats, ready for the wave, to ride the wave, while everybody else will get swept away. Now, this is your chance. This video is going to be your chance to prepare, or it is going to be a chance for you to be just being left underwater and be completely gone. So today I'm going to show you exactly how AI is changing real estate forever, so you can be the agent that is preparing, has a strong boat, and ride the wave to success. So some of these shifts that are happening right now today as we're speaking in this video, and I guarantee that most agents are completely not prepared for what's coming. And if you don't prepare, again, you're just leaving yourself in the open, being overtaken by agents that are already using AI to do this in minutes what used to take weeks. So the first big shift that is happening right now today is client acquisition. This is how you generate new clients as a realtor. So traditionally, you're guessing who may be ready to buy or sell a house, right? Maybe you're cold calling, maybe you're sending mailers, maybe you're running some ads through your CRM here and there, hoping that something sticks. Now, here is what AI is doing. AI is predicting who is most likely going to be buying or selling before they even know that themselves, before they even make that decision themselves. So imagine you're trying to catch a fish. You're on that shore, you're throwing out a fishing pole in the water, and you're hoping the fish will come. That is a little bit like when you call people, when you send out mailers, when you do those things, you're hoping for people to buy or sell a house so you can get that little fish. Now, imagine you have a special robot with thermal vision. So the robot itself, they can see the fish under the water, so they already have an advantage. But the other advantage that they have is that they can see the fish in the water even when it's dark, even when it's at night. So the robot knows which fish are moving, where the fish are, which fish are hungry, and where the best spots are to catch these fish. Now imagine a special robot is not only using thermal vision to find a fish, it's so advanced that it can analyze water temperature, track fish movement patterns, and even predict which fish are about to bite before they get hungry. And here's where this gets mind-blowing. The robot itself doesn't just cast a line in a net randomly, it drops the hook with pinpoint accuracy right in front of the fish at the perfect moment, making the catch almost guaranteed. That is exactly what AI is doing in real estate. This is not about just finding potential clients, getting some leads. It is about analyzing behavior, predicting where these people are, how they're about to make that move, reaching them at the perfect ideal time with the right message at the right time. AI can make phone calls, it can send personalized emails, run perfectly timed ads, all of this happening automatically. It does not need a person there to do this. So it's like having a super intelligent robot that does that fishing for you 24/7 and then finds those people that are ready to buy or sell and then close those deals. So this is the level of precision and efficiency that is going to revolutionize and is already revolutionizing client acquisition. So the agents that are sending out mailers, doing some billboard ads, like things like this, they're ultimately just throwing a fish pole in the water. They are that caveman trying to get that client. While there are people using these robots that are literally running ads at the perfect time with the right message, they're testing out dozens and dozens of different advertisements, all of this at scale to thousands of people at the same time. So these AI algorithms, what is key to understand, these are not only ChatGPT. So when you think about AI, you may think about ChatGPT right now. But actually the video you're watching right now here on this platform on YouTube, this is also AI. So there's an AI algorithm, there is that robot that is scanning for people when it comes out to this video. Now, this also applies to advertising, right? When you run advertisements on platforms like Meta, there is an AI behind that platform. So everything from someone's online behavior, like how many times they've visited Zillow, to life events like having a baby, to the things that they're usually even saying in the real world, right? All of these things are being taken into account with AI. Now, the key thing to understand about this here is that not only will AI obviously allow you to create more efficient marketing and more precise marketing, right? And allow people to create relationships to such a deep level compared to these traditional methods that the agents simply using these advanced methods are going to be having such a big advantage. The biggest thing is that it's also going to saturate these traditional methods. So let's say we take a look at cold calling, for instance. There are AI tools right now in rapid development that can already make phone calls that sound just like a real human being. Now, the thing is, if right now you look at FSBOs, you look at expired listings, these are already obviously being hit by hundreds and hundreds of real estate agents, right? There's hundreds of real estate agents doing these cold calls. We also have obviously these virtual assistants, right, from Philippines, from different countries like that, working for real estate agents doing these cold calls. Now, imagine what it's going to be like when you have AI entering that arena. So you have just robots calling these people and start calling these people with better scripts, more enthusiasm, better language, better intelligence, right? They'll know more information, right? Better everything, and you're competing against 5,000 robots like that, right? These robots just enter the arena and then start cold calling these people, right? These AI agents, they will call these leads immediately when they pop up. They don't sleep, they don't think, they don't have call reluctance, they just call and call and call and call. They follow up immediately at the time the listing pops up, right? When you're competing against that, it is a little bit like you have that robot in the water taking all the fish while you have that fishing pole, and you're wondering what is going on. Why the fishing pole that I used 10 years ago, right? Why is the fishing pole not bringing me fish? Well, it's because you have that robot in the water, right? They're scanning the waters, they're trying to find those things. So this is the first thing you got to realize as a real estate agent. If you're still relying on these traditional methods, now is the time to start looking at making a shift. Now is the time to actually start to make adjustments, especially if you are in the arena of cold calling. Cold calling is basically for sure going to get disrupted. Now, let's talk about the second big shift. So the second big shift is going to be the understanding of the local market. Now, most agents think that they're good at reading the market, which is true. But AI is going to be analyzing billions of data points in real time, and it's going to be doing at the level that no human could really compete with. Now, think of it like this. You are a seasoned taxi driver in your city. You've been a taxi driver for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. You know the streets like the back of your hand. You can basically predict the traffic in real time, any time of day, anything like that. You can predict that, and it is based on your past experiences, right? You know the area, and it's a little bit like you know the market as a realtor, and that's great, right? But now imagine a GPS, and the GPS has real-time data of every car, every roadblock, every accident across the city. It's plugging to the internet, it knows that to the T. So while you might think that, hey, this route is going to be faster based on my past experiences, the GPS will see the whole picture and it's going to reroute you to avoid delays, construction, any minor slowdowns. So as a realtor, you may feel right now you have a strong feel for the market, right? But AI is a little bit like that GPS. So AI is going to pull the data from every angle, every interest rates, every neighborhood trend, every prediction impossible you can pretty much make that you are not even aware of, you just cannot see. It's not possible to do this as a human. Now, if you don't use AI to get a good understanding of the market, if you go based off your gut feeling, right, you're simply going to be left at a disadvantage compared to real estate agents that are using it. So it's essential to use AI to get a clearer, more accurate view of what's actually happening and guide your clients for better. Now, imagine you're advising a client, right? They're thinking about buying a house and you have a gut feeling that, hey, market is going to cool off in 6 months. So let's wait a little bit, right? But what if AI tells you the opposite? What will you do in that situation? Now, it's a lot like imagining you are that driver, right? You have that experience, you know the back roads like the back of your hand, and you think that the traffic is going to clear up in 20 minutes. Now, the GPS tells you the opposite. GPS has the data, GPS knows that there's an unexpected traffic jam forming, and it's only going to get worse. Well, that's the kind of insight the AI can provide. While your instincts are valuable, AI has a broader, more accurate view of what is coming. So this is already happening right now today as we speak. This is not a year from here, 2 years from here, it's right now. AI tools like House Cannery and Zillow algorithms are looking at interest rates, neighborhood level crime data. They're looking at local schools, micro trends like how many bars, how many parks there are within a mile. These sophisticated AI systems can predict market fluctuations with high accuracy. So next time you're thinking about market timing, just know that there's an AI out there that can calculate the risk appreciation ROI faster and more accurately than you could ever do on your own. And so it's vital that you learn to leverage these tools instead of resisting these tools to provide more expert insights, more accurate information. Now again, it's a lot like that taxi driver, right? You may have that past experience and that is good, but you want to add the GPS to make yourself more efficient, make yourself faster. And if you avoid that, you're like, hey, I don't want to do it, right? It's totally fine, right? I know the things, right? Well, there are going to be realtors that are going to be using this, and they are going to be getting a massive advantage. And then slowly and surely, you will lose that market share if you do not know how to do this, because those agents are going to be able to provide better service for their clients. Now, beyond this, obviously you can use AI to crunch any data, analyze markets 100 times faster than you can ever do on your own. So over time, again, these agents that adapt these systems, tap into them, they will create a big separation between top tier professionals and then average agent in terms of quality of service and expertise. Now, the third shift is going to be something that most agents, they don't want to hear, but virtual agents powered by AI are already being tested and they're coming for your job. And this sounds scary, right? But it's true. So these virtual agents are going to be able to handle the basic inquiries. So they're going to be able to set appointments. They're going to be able to answer questions about listings, even negotiate deals without you. Now, here's the thing. Don't take my word for it, right? Zillow is already experimenting with this right now. And then in 2 years, 3 years, 5 years time, these assistants are going to be also converting leads better than humans, right? Because the thing is, they can call the lead right away. They have the information right away. They're not going to be scared to call. They're not going to have any emotions. They're just going to be able to do it, right? So if right now you're using things like Zillow, right? You're using these different lead generation tools for lead generation. You do not have a personal brand. This is something that you should take into account because you may be already in the process of being overtaken by these virtual assistants, and you already noticed the Zillow leads, the margins are shrinking, right? They're getting more and more expensive. The cost is getting bigger and bigger. So if you're in that, boat, right now is really the time to start looking at creating your own lead generation systems, looking at creating your own personal brand, so you really have an advantage compared to people using these Zillow tools or these companies. Like Zillow is a company that is competing against realtors. So if you're really still in that boat where you're using a tool like Zillow, you should start to look at creating your personal brand. Because if you have a personal brand, people are going to be selecting you. They're going to be buying the brand, not just doing a thing from a tool. If you're relying on a tool or something like that, you're relying on a platform, you should not be doing that if you want to make sure that you survive with your business and look at the longevity aspect of it. Now, if you're not embracing this, again, you're denying the fact that these boats are coming. You're denying the fact that Zillow is trying to take your job, right? You're basically voluntarily just handing over the market share to these bots and to these companies. So really, building a personal brand is still super crucial and is now more important than ever. This is a lot like Charles Darwin said, it is not the strongest of the species that survives. It is not the most intelligent that survives. It is the one that is most adaptable to change. And so if you want to be that realtor that is here 2 years down the road, 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road, and if you actually want to make even more money than you made before, make sure that you adapt to these changes. Because if there's one thing that's clear, it is that AI is changing real estate forever. And only those that adapt, those are going to be the people that are going to be thriving, making more money, having more fun, and just enjoy helping the clients.